All right, good evening, everyone. We want to say hey to everybody out there in volleyball land. Tonight we have the Jackson, and I think they are called the Ironmen, but these are the Iron Ladies, I would imagine, against the Miami Trace Panther ladies, Lady Panthers, if you will. They've been practicing now, I don't know, probably about 13 minutes, and they're warming up for tonight's match. The Panthers have warmed up. The Lady Ironmen have warmed up. And no matter what I say, I'm obviously going to get this wrong. But the bottom line is we're going to have some good volleyball tonight. And for those of you that didn't catch that last volleyball match between Greenview and Fairbanks, you got to take a look at it. There's no audio. We had some problems with a board we had to replace for that match, but we still have all the video, and more importantly, if you watch these Fairbanks ladies, they are absolutely impeccable when it comes to volleyball. Their record now is, I think, 11-1, and I think the only team that has beaten them is London, I believe. I believe that was the team. But you may want to check that out after, of course, our match tonight between the Lady Panthers and the Lady Ironmen, or Iron Women. Earlier tonight, also the junior varsity defeated the Iron Women, and I imagine it must have been 2 straight sets. I didn't really catch it because I was in the process of setting up for tonight. And just to let you know, tonight I've got the mic open, so hopefully we won't get anything we don't want to hear. But the mic is open because I have no one doing the broadcast with me tonight, and I am not I'm not an expert on volleyball, so I will try as much as possible to give you an idea of what's going on simply by the music, what you hear in the background as far as the open mic, and also by giving you a lot of great looks. This first look is obviously down the net. We have another look that is from down behind to one side. That's the side where there's normally stands. The stands obviously are not pulled out tonight, and there's no one in the stands. So we have a camera in the stands there to give you a better look from one end of the court. The other end of the court, there's no place to set up a camera, so that's one of the reasons that we're short a camera on the other side. But then we also have our, we'll call it our live cam look, and that camera I can actually pan around. So that is a HD camera that we can move around, and we can actually pick up whatever action that we need to pick up in order to bring you this game. And it is sitting in front of me on the table here. And of course, I'm going to attempt as much as possible to just be able to switch between all cameras stationary, and also to try to keep the score going so that you are aware of the scoring tonight, because I know in that last match that we did at Greenview, we weren't scoring right away, and so if you don't have sound, obviously, and you're not hearing the announcer announce the game and that, then you're not going to get any kind of idea of what's going on unless there's a score bug, which we do have tonight. It is operating. We'll be able to give you the running score between the teams. The first 2 sets, well, the first however many sets, go to 25. The final set, I think, goes to 20. And whoever wins 2 out of 3, or in the case of varsity, 3 out of 5 matches, wins this, wins tonight's game. So we'll try to keep the score up to date as much as possible. It's not going to get out of sync any more than maybe a point one way or the other, but that, including the open mic, should at least give us a good idea. You should have a good idea at home what's going on here in the Miami Trace gym. We're going to get ready for the national anthem, so we're going to take a break here, and we'll be right back.
Let's meet tonight's participants. First for Jackson. Number 2, Riley Kilgore. 8, Haley Ross. 9, Ella Osborne. 11, Emma Carroll. 12, Brady Lyons. 14, Caitlin Shepard. 16, Paige Haley. 18, Allie Bradbury. 21, Sydney Hughes. 22, Kinsey Davis. And number 23, Lauren Pinch. And now for the Lady Panthers. Number 2, Ellie Robinette. 3, Cecilia Robinson. 4, Gracie Shaw. 5, Eva Shaw. 6, Mallory Johnson. 7, Hannah Vinegar. 11, Lauren Behrens. 12, Kylie Gazel. 14, Allison Carter. 15, Riley Benson. 17, Lauren Guess. 20, Addison Vice. 21, Carly Payton. 23, Sydney Carter. And number 27, Caitlin Gardner. Good luck to both teams.
So there are your teams. And once again, we'll leave it up to Aaron Hammond, who is our announcer tonight. He's also the athletic director here at Miami Trace. Good guy. Been working on and off with Aaron for probably longer than we both want to admit. But anyway, we're going to have a good match tonight. I can just feel it. And we'll see who comes out on the winning end here in just a matter of a couple sets here. You're listening to Campus Nation, the Internet Sports Authority. Rick Phillips here, bringing you live Miami Trace Panthers volleyball, girls volleyball. This year we've got boys volleyball. Now, I don't know whether Miami Trace has a boys volleyball team or not, but this is, I think, the first official year. And we also are introducing, for the first time, officially girls wrestling. I think that may have been last year. And anyway, so the girls now have their own wrestling teams, and the boys are playing volleyball again. Looks like we're ready. Jackson will begin with their first serve. That's number 14 that's serving. And that was an ace. So we'll give Jackson a point. Jackson up 1-0. So the point total is even now, 1-all. Miami Trace will be serving. So it looks like there was a foul of some type that they awarded a point to Jackson. Once again, I'm not that knowledgeable when it comes down to the technicalities as far as, but maybe it was a foot fault. I don't know. Nice block by Jackson, keeping the ball alive. And it's still back over by Miami Trace. A nice rally here by these two teams. No one wants to give up the point, but finally Trace gets the point. So it's all tied 2-2 here. We're in the early stages of the first set of as many as 5. You have to win 3, and you have to win those individual sets by 2. Miami Trace scores that point. They're now up 3-2. Oh, nice save, but it doesn't make its way over. So Miami Trace now up by 2, 4-2 here in this first set. Oh, underneath the net. So Jackson picks the score up. It's 4-3, and they will have the serve. As you can see, number 22 is serving. Oh, nice one. It's inside the line. So it's 5-3. Miami Trace now up by 2 points. Once again, Trace will be serving. Number 20 back to serve. And we didn't have the rosters for Jackson, so we just decided that we would let you figure out who the people are. Into the net, Jackson picks up a point, 5-4. There is no time limit set. This isn't like football or something where there's actually a clock that's ticking. The only time the clock actually ticks is when there's served by number 11. Too low. Tied it up. It's 5-all now. We're going to try to get, we have some young ladies from Greenview that will be helping us with some of the broadcasts. We're still trying to find someone, an interested party from Miami Trace to help us with these Trace matches. So if anyone out there in radio, television land is interested, just give me a call. You can go to our Campus Nation website and the number's there. Oh, very low, and it is good. 6-5. Jackson ladies take the lead for the first time in this. Tied up 6-6. Lady Panthers will be serving now. Number 3 for Miami Trace. She's serving from a corner position. I assume that must be a strategy or the way she hits, but it's a good serve. Oh, misses it. Missed it completely. It's 7-6 now. Jackson in the lead. It's amazing some of the height of these girls. It's great for volleyball, and a lot of these girls will be playing basketball for their respective teams as well. It's now 8-6. Jackson takes a 2-point lead in this match. Another point for Jackson, 9-6. Jackson's on a slight run here. Number 21 going to be serving for Jackson. Inside the line, no, out. So it's out. Jackson takes now a 10-6 lead. We're going to have a timeout. Timeout taken by Miami Trace, I would imagine they want to talk this over. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. Rick Phillips here, bringing you Miami Trace Panthers Lady Volleyball. We have 2 more volleyball matches next week. You have to keep an eye on the Campus Nation website. This week, as far as Friday night, we are going to be at Greenview for football. Miami Trace is away. We are going to try to get into the Miami Trace. We've sent a request to the athletic director over at Hillsboro. We'd like to do the Miami Trace Hillsboro game. And, of course, you don't just walk into a game and do it. You talk with the athletic directors. They're the ones that set this up, also authorize broadcast companies to come in and actually do the broadcast. But anyway, we've done our last game in Hillsboro was a Wilmington game against Hillsboro. Believe it or not, back in 2016. And Wilmington won something like 61 to, 21 or something like that. It was a blowout. But those were the good days with Scott Killen at helm with Wilmington. And it looks like some of those Wilmington days may be coming back. And it's good. 11-6. Lady Ironman in the lead. They've got a commanding 5-point lead here in this first set. And when I say commanding, usually if you have more than 4 points, it's pretty much a commanding lead. So these Panthers are going to have to fight back. Nice block. And it's still, they called it for the Jackson ladies. 12-6. They've doubled up now on Miami Trace. 12-6 is the score. Once again, a block at the net. It's good for Jackson. Jackson now 13-6, and they are on a run. Lady Panthers are going to have to compose themselves and get back into this match. (14-6). Number 21 serving for Jackson. Oh! 15-6 is the score. Panthers trailing the iron. It's also out. Another point. They're giving the point to Jackson. 16 for Jackson. 6 for Miami Trace. They're up now by double digits. Up by 10. And it's good. They took a chance. They were going to see if it was out, and unfortunately it was in Jackson's favor. It's 17-6 here in this first set. That's good. So finally, the Panthers break this drought that they've had as far as scoring. They'll be back to serve again. They trail 17-7 here in this first set. Good serve, nice and low. Jackson recovered it. Ah. 17-8. The block was off. Number 14 for Miami Trace, she's serving. Nice block by number 17. She gets up high and she gets the job done. It is 17-9, so now things are starting to go in the favor of the Panthers. We'll see if they can keep this going here. Panthers are not used to being in this position very often. Another nice block by number 11 for the Panthers. Keeps it alive. It's over. Oh, nice help, and it's good. 17-10. Lady Panthers making their own run. It was outside. 18-10. Jackson leads Miami Trace. Nice block. Miami Trace picks up the point. 18-11. Jackson in the lead currently in this first set. Miami Trace will be back to serve. And it goes awry. That's a point for Miami Trace. 18-12. They're making their way down. They're only down 6. They were down as much as, 17-7, I think? Just makes it over the net, and it is an ace. An ace for Miami Trace, 18-13, down by 5. Oh, nice block by Jackson. 19-13. That block went against probably the tallest young lady on the court right now, number 20 for Miami Trace. She is a tall girl. They kept it going for Jackson. And it's a point for Miami Trace. 19-14, down by 5. They keep chipping away at the score. That's in the net, so that's a point for Jackson. Jackson up now 20-14. Remember, you have to win 20. You have to pick up 25 points and have a 2-point advantage to win a set, at least in these first possible 4 sets. Trace got to get the ball over, and they hit it out. It's now 21-14. Nice. Miami Trace picks the point up, 15. 21-15, Jackson over Miami Trace in this first set on Campus Nation. Hope you enjoy the pictures and what little commentary I can give you on what's going on tonight. Oh, nice. There was some spin on that. 22-15. 22-15. Jackson serving, number 22 again. Good block. Too many times hit. Almost took out Aaron there at the scorer's table. Duck, Aaron, duck. 22-16. Miami Trace serving. Nice block by Miami Trace, number 17. It's 22-17. Trace down by 5. They keep trying to chip away at this score. Nice little tip there. Still gets it over. The ball's live. Oh, good block by Jackson. Ball still alive. She went low for that one. Oh, in the net, it's playable. It's a great volley, back and forth we go. Oh, that poor girl hit the floor hard. Good save, though, by number 11 for Jackson. Inevitably scores the point when you have a long volley like that, back and forth, and then finally someone wins the point. It's very disheartening to the other team. 23-17, Jackson over Miami Trace in this first set on Campus Nation. And it's good for Trace. 23-18. Trace has got to make their move if they're going to make it. They need some points in a row. Obviously, right now, Jackson, if they were to attain 25 in the near future, they would already have the 2 points they need lead to be able to win this first set. Good block, still kept alive, and it's out. Point, Miami Trace, 23-19. Trace is as close as they have been since the early opening of this set. They gave the point to Trace. 23-20, the pressure has to be mounting for Jackson. Yes, they take a timeout. So with the score 23-20, Jackson leading Miami Trace in this first set on Campus Nation. The ladies from Jackson want to talk this over. They want to maybe get their breath, maybe take the wind out of the sails of Miami Trace because they've made a great comeback so far in this match, being down by, as I said, I think 17-7 was a double-digit lead that Jackson had over Miami Trace. Now it's a mere 3 points. Crowd getting into the music here. I don't know who our music maestro is. Someone's controlling the music over there at the Miami Trace scores table. Or it could be actually coming from above. It could be coming from the production unit here. Miami Trace has a media class, or classes, and they might be handling the tonight's music. Tonight we've got 3 cameras set up. We have one that is down the net, as you see here, one from the end that Jackson is at, and then one that is movable that is right there at the net. So you get all the views here on Campus Nation that you don't get anywhere else. Just tipped over. Panthers within 2, 23-21. Jackson hasn't figured this out. Oh, point awarded. There were 2 hits by the same person. 24-24. This is set point. There is a 3-point lead. If Jackson can get another point here, and that was close, but no. And that's it. 25-24 is your score. The first set goes to the Jackson Lady Ironmen. So there'll be a 3-minute intermission between the first and this next set. Once again, you have to win at the varsity level 3 out of 5 sets. And you obviously have to have that kind of staying power in order to stay in a game. The referees will change sides now. One will go back up top, and the other one will go to the other end of the net on the floor. So just for your information, and Joe Davis, he told us this the last time when he was with us here at Miami Trace, the antenna that you see that indicate the line on the net, if a ball hits the antenna, it is out. So as long as it stays on the inside of the antenna and does not touch the antenna, the ball is good and it's in. But if it hits the antenna, it is out, no matter where it hits it. And of course, this Friday night, we will be at Greenview. We've got Triad coming in to play the Rams. And that game will get underway at 6:30. Kickoff at 7 o'clock on Campus Nation. Joe Davis will be back with us. Not sure whether he'll have a partner in crime other than me to do the color. But either way, we'll both be there. And I think Mean Dean will be on our camera from Greenview. He's not really mean. All right, so we'll reset the score. We are going into the second set. Jackson leads 1-0 in sets. We've got a lot of exciting and new programming coming to WZAA, our radio station in Jeffersonville, Ohio. That ball's out. Score point for Miami Trace. They lead 1-0 in the second set of play. Jackson taking that first set. Two to nothing. And it's also out. 3-0 Miami Trace. They're getting a little lead here early in this second set. They want to get quickly to tie this set up 1-1, or the match 1-1. It's in. Good kill there. 4-0 Miami Trace. Number 23 serving for the Lady Panthers. Good block, good block. Miami Trace 5-0. Jackson on their drought. Another point by the Trace Panthers, 6-0. Nice comfortable lead so far for the Lady Panthers. A lot different than the last set, which was won by Jackson. Oh, good save by Jackson. And that's good. 7-0 Lady Panthers over Jackson. Wouldn't be surprised if we're not going to see a timeout here shortly. If this continues, Jackson cannot afford to get deeper and deeper in negativity here. Nice block. Oh, they're giving the point to Jackson. So number 20 blocked it out of bounds, and it wasn't touched by a Jackson player. So it is now 7-1. I think they're going to discuss this. Oh, they're giving the point, taking it away from Jackson and giving it to Miami Trace. 8-0. That looked to be correct to me, and I'm not trying to be prejudiced or anything, but it looked like that it had touched a Lady Ironman before that serve is out of bounds. That is definitely a point. It's 8-1 now. Miami Trace over Jackson. Number 14 serving. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 9-1. They got that up high, and it was put away where no one was standing there. Rick Phillips for CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. Very low serve to the net. It was a good serve. And it's good. 10-1. So the Lady Panthers attempting to do what Jackson did last set, and that is to go up by double digits. It's 10-1. Kept alive by Jackson. Back over. Lady Panthers tap it. Oh, it's still kept. And number 20 reaches over, but it comes, and it's called for a point for Miami Trace. They're now up 11-1, so they have that double-digit lead. And they are, Jackson is questioning exactly what happened there. Which is perfectly allowable. She just wants clarification on why the point was awarded to Miami Trace. And All right, so we resume play with Miami Trace up 11-1. That's in the net. Now, that kind of an unforced error we didn't see since the first match that we did here with Miami Trace and Greenview, where they hit 4 or 5 of them, maybe 6 of them into the net. It's 11-2 now. Hopefully that won't happen too often. Kept alive by Jackson. Oh, it's low. Good block. 11-3 the score. Number 18 for Jackson serving. And the ball's out. So another point for Jackson. This is their best run so far. 11-4 is the score in this second set of play. Just over the net. 12-4. Miami Trace now with an 8-point lead here in this second set. Number 12 serving for Trace. Into the net. Good serve. It was low, and number 18 couldn't do anything but put it into the net. So it's 13-4, Miami Trace with the lead. (14-4), Miami Trace once again up by 10. Just sort of pushed over the net that time. Nice kill. 14-5. Jackson with the serve. Number 22 serving for Jackson. Got to get it over. Miami Trace does. That was deep, but still it would have been in. Miami Trace gets it back over the net, back to Jackson. Trying to set it up. Good block, but they reached over the net. They touched the net. That's a point for Jackson, 14-6. Once again, number 22 serving for Jackson. It's out. 15-6. Once again, more or less an unforced error as far as the serve. You hate to just give points away for either team. Miami Trace numbers 20 serving, and a good serve. It was low. Jackson gets it back over the net to Miami Trace. It's in the corner. It is good. 16-6. Once again, a 10-point lead for Miami Trace. Lady Panthers in the second set over Jackson. Jackson winning the first. His final score was, I think, 25-23 or 25-22. Oh, bad serve. You could hear that when she made the serve. 16-7. 16-7. Number 11 back to serve for Jackson. Ball's going the wrong way, and that's it. 17-7. Once again, 10-point lead for Miami Trace. Trying to keep that 10-point lead. They don't want to give up that double-digit lead over Jackson. Don't want to let them back into this second set. They want to capitalize, win the second set, and tie it up 1-1. Up high, blocked. Good block by Jackson. Try it again. This time she just tips it over. Jackson gets it back over the net, and it's off her hands. So it's going to be 17-8. Jackson will be serving. Rick Phillips for CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority, live from Miami Trace Panthers Gym on the campus of Miami Trace High School. Beautiful, beautiful facility. We can't go on and on enough at the facility that Miami Trace has here. This campus, all the schools are on the same campus, just absolutely gorgeous. Jackson managed to save it. It's high and over. 18-8, back to that 10-point lead. Good heads-up play. Number 3, I believe, for Miami Trace. Number 14 will be serving for Miami Trace. They're up 18-8 in this second set. (19-8), and Jackson is going to take a timeout finally. They feel like they need to talk this over. I don't blame them. Miami Trace now has a 19-8, 11-point lead here in this second set. First set taken by Jackson. Second set, right now, a commanding lead by Miami Trace. Now, if you remember the last set, Miami Trace was down 17-7, but they managed to fight their way back and just missed winning that first set. Jackson won it 25, like I said, 22-23. So I think the Panther ladies are probably a lot more comfortable in the second set. And we'll see what the outcome's going to be. But right now they have a commanding lead, and they're going to try to carry that into the finish this set off and tie it up 1-1. Miami Trace with the serve. Nice low serve. Just touching the antenna. As I said, whenever it touches the antenna, whether it's on either side, it is considered out. So the minute that touched the antenna, Miami Trace gets the point. They lead 20-8 now. Another hard hit on the floor there by a young lady from Jackson, and it makes it over the net. Trace had some spin on that, and it's back over the net to Jackson. And a good reach over, but she's called for touching the net. So 20-9, obviously it was not a good reach over, the net was moving. So Jackson with the serve. (21-9). Miami Trace will be serving. Miami Trace trying to close out this second set. 21-9 lead. Got to win by 2, but they've got more than a 2-point comfortable lead. Ball's played by Jackson. Low, it's set up, and it touches, and it's good for Miami Trace, 22-9. They can smell this second set. They're just 3 points away. Got to get to 25, got to win by 2. Right now they have a 13-point lead, so I don't think that 2 points is going to matter much. Served by number 23 of Miami Trace. And it's off, so it's 22-10, Miami Trace. Back to serve for Jackson, number 14. Good serve. Oh, nice play by number 12 of Miami Trace. She caught everybody napping for Jackson. She just lifted it over where they weren't. 23-10 is the score. Number 7 serving for Trace. Nice high placement. Jackson fields it. Okay, great save by number 7. She went down low off the floor to pick that one up. Jackson, it's a block by Miami Trace. Jackson still trying to get it over the net, and she lifts it over the net, and it's good. 23-11. Jackson hanging on here in this second set. They're trying desperately to stay in this match. Serving number 18. Oh, doesn't, well, they played it off the net. It was good. Jackson with the play right now. And a nice block by number 3 of Miami Trace. It's 24-11. This is set point here, 24-11. One more point, and Miami Trace can wrap up this second set and knot this game up. One game all, or one set all. Number 12 serving for Miami Trace. And that's the point, and that is the final score of the second set. 25-11, Miami Trace Panthers take this second set. So right now the momentum is on the side of the Lady Panthers, and we'll see how that fares in the third set. Once again, you have to win 3 out of 5 sets in order to win the game. And right now it is tied 1-1, so we will reset the score. And we will show you 1-1 is the set total. Miami Trace and Jackson all knotted up here. Going into this third set of play on Campus Nation, the Internet Sports Authority bringing you girls high school volleyball from Miami Trace Gym. Rick Phillips bringing you all the action and as much information as I can possibly give you under the circumstances. I played badminton, didn't play volleyball. I don't know, I might have played some volleyball. I know when I lived in Phoenix, Arizona, I played a lot of basketball next to a volleyball court. We played in like February, and the temperature was like 75, 80 degrees, and there were a bunch of people playing volleyball right next to our basketball court. And I don't play either anymore. I might shoot hoops occasionally, but I'm too old. Not a bad home crowd, and considering how far away Jackson is, and they are a fur piece, probably, I would imagine, they're the farthest away in the FAC as far as distance. So the fact that even the crowd that you see over there across the way on our monitor, on our camera, that many people actually traveled. Now, you know they're probably parents or friends of the ladies that are playing for Jackson, but still, that's commitment when you come that distance in order to come support your team. All right, got to reset the score again to 0-0. I think Jackson will be, they will probably be serving this set, if I recall. They served the first set, and then Trace served the second set. So I think that Jackson is up for serving this next set. Got about 37 seconds left in this break between the sets. Referee's checking to make sure all the girls with the numbers he's got checked in and on the court. They'll have to reset the scoreboard up there. It still reflects the 25-11 win. Now they reflect the 1-1. And Jackson, number 14, she will be serving. Okay, set at 0. We're ready to get underway again here in the third set on Campus Nation. All right. Referee signals, let's go. Nice tip over. Jackson still saves it. Ball still in play, and it is blocked by number 20. She did not touch the net. She is by far, at least on the court currently, the tallest girl out there for Miami Trace. Number 7 serving for Miami Trace. It's going to be one of those long volleys back and forth. I think if the Jackson girl hadn't saved that by diving for it, it would have been out of bounds and would have been a point. But they still get the point. It's 1-1. Placed it where the Miami Trace Panthers were not. Number 18 will be serving for Jackson. Oh, nice block by Jackson, and the ball is out. That's a point for Jackson. It's 2-1. That was the flash that just went across our screen there, in case you didn't recognize him. Miami Trace will be serving number 12. It is 2-all in this third set of this game. Nice block by Jackson. Miami Trace plays it, still inbounds. Miami Trace with the point, 3-2 Miami Trace in the third set. That's a point for Jackson. We're tied up 3-all. Serving number 22, and she appears to be the tallest young lady for Jackson on the floor right now, but Jackson definitely has the height advantage. Point for Jackson. 4-3. Yeah, their lineup is much taller than the Lady Panthers, as you can see by our coverage here down the line. Much shorter Miami Trace girls on the floor right now. And hence the block. Jackson definitely has the height advantage, and they are taking advantage of it. Up 5-3 here in this third set. Another point for Jackson. They're on a run, 6-3. They've doubled up on Trace. And it hits the floor, 6-4 now for the Panthers. They'll be serving. Number 20 for the Panthers. She would be serving. she's definitely, we've got a new girl that's, once again, fairly tall for Miami Trace. I'll have to, number 17. So there's a little more of a even height advantage now. Oh, it's over the net. Still saved. Miami Trace with the ball. One more hit. They got to get it over, and they do. Jackson now. It's in their court. And that is out. Miami Trace scores a point. 6-5 now. Trace down by 1. Number 20 still serving for Trace. Good block. That block results in a point for the Lady Ironman. 7-5 is the score now in this third set. 7-5. Jackson over Miami Trace. Number 11 serving for Jackson. Nice little tip over. Caught him napping, but Jackson saves it. Miami Trace now trying to return the favor. Jackson with the ball, and it's blocked by number 3. Great block. 7-6. Wouldn't have gotten over the net anyway. It actually it hit the net low, so. But in case it would have flipped over or there was any English on that. More height into the Miami Trace lineup now. That is, all right, so who are they awarding the point to? They're giving the point to Miami Trace to the chagrin of the Jackson fans. Wasn't sure whether that was a, so once again, they're getting clarification as to, once again, reaffirmed Miami Trace with that. And into the net, a point for Jackson, 8-7. So fate takes its turn, and in case there was any chance, it was evened up. Great little dink there across the line. Miami Trace and Jackson tied up in this third set, 8-all. Number 12, some type of a little dance here. She was feeling it, I guess. Anyway, number 14 serving for Miami Trace. That's out of bounds. Miami Trace scores the point, 9-8. Good serve. 14 still serving for Miami Trace. We're coming live from the Miami Trace Panthers gym on the campus of Trace High School. Great block. Number 12 blocks and then dinks it back over. Jackson still with the ball. This time they put it away. 9-9. They were not going undenied on this one. Number 2 serving for the Jackson team. Setting it up. See if we can put it away. And it's going the wrong direction, and it does. Trace comes up with the point, 10-9. Number 23 for Trace serving. Trace leads 10-9 here in this third set. Sets are all tied up 1-all. Put it away. Another good block by number 20. Another good block. Number 11, number 20, double block there. See if they can put it away here. Jackson with the ball and blocked again by number 20. Excellent work at the net for number 20. Undeniably the tallest young lady on the Trace side of the court. Serve, number 23 by Trace. Miami Trace gets the point. It actually touched the antenna, but it was twisting out of bounds anyway, and Trace did not touch it. Timeout Jackson. Jackson calls timeout with Miami Trace leading 12-9 here in the third set. Sets are all tied up 1-1. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. I'm Rick Phillips. And once again, if you'd like to sit here and help me with the game, just go to the CampusNation.com website and send us an email. And hopefully you'll have some knowledge of volleyball, because just sitting here next to me is not going to matter if you don't know the game. Twelve to 9. Miami Trace in the lead. Third set of play. Miami Trace will be serving. Number 23. It's out. 12-10. The serve will be done by Jackson, number 14. Point by Jackson. 12-11. Oh, nice kill. Number 20, her height. She got up high for that one and just drove it into the floor. 13-11. Trace needed that point. They want to maintain a little bit of an edge or cushion in this third set of play. 1-1 is the score in sets. Miami Trace and Jackson. Another one of those giveaways. 13-12. Errant serve there. Number 18 for Jackson serving. Little dink over. They keep it alive on Jackson's side. Miami Trace blocked. Good block. And it's a point. 13-13 is the score now. Miami Trace and Jackson tied up here in this third set. Sets are one each. The game, this set is 13-13. Couldn't be much closer. That's out. Miami Trace's point, 14-13. Has anybody seen Joe Davis? I don't know what volleyball he's doing tonight, but you know he's somewhere. Bad serve, 14 all. Tied up again. Number 22 is going to be serving for Jackson, one of the taller young ladies on Jackson's team. Jackson goes low for that, but it is into the net. Trace takes that point, 15-14, and they will be serving. Number 17 in front row. She's also quite tall. Oh, great serve off the hands of the back row of Jackson. 16-14 is the score now. Miami Trace by 2. Tight third set so far. Oh, into the net. That has to drive coaches crazy. It's like you let up and you don't make the serve get over the line, and then that's just about as easy a point as you can give your opponent. Jackson keeping it alive. Trace trying to return it. Oh, good. Got some great volley going on here. Oh, it's long. No one touches it for Jackson. Oh, no, they gave the point to Trace. It must have been touched by a Jackson iron. So number 3 is going to be doing the honors here as far as, once again, she goes to the far corner. So she must put something on the ball that it's especially good from that corner that she serves from. Nice. Oh, they award the point to Jackson. 17-15, still haven't seen the score on the scoreboard. Lineman didn't catch whether it was in or out. It looked out to me, but they're giving it to Trace. 18-15. Jackson not saying anything, so they must have saw something that I didn't. Into the net, 19-15. Miami Trace now opening up a slight lead. The biggest lead thus far in this particular third set of play here, in the best of 5, unless one team can take 2 in a row. Jackson gets the point. It's 19-16. They're not going away. Holding them up. One of the young ladies for Jackson needs to tie her shoe, so she's number 16. Shoe is tied. Number 21 is doing the serving. Trying to take me out here, folks. I need hazard pay. 20-16. Miami Trace ahead by 4. Jackson, not sure who took the timeout, but we have a 1-minute timeout. Teams are taking their corners and they're talking over. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. One line judge looked a little sheepish, like, did I miss that? First set was won by Jackson. Second set was won by Miami Trace. The first set was fairly close. It was 25 to, I think, 22. So just barely with enough points to win that first set was Jackson. Second set was a runaway by Miami Trace. They won by a much larger margin. And, of course, this set, set 3, to break the 1-1 deadlock between the two sets is 20-16. So there's not much between them, but there is enough because, once again, you only have to win by 2 points. And Miami Trace now has a 4-point lead, and they need 5 more points to close this third set out with a win. Just barely over the net. Wait, okay, they're calling it for Miami Trace, 21-16. Linesmen waving flags. They weren't sure who, but once again, Jackson is not very low serve. Very great serve. 22-16, a 6-point lead now for Miami Trace. The Panthers, they're opening up a slight lead here where they need to. 3 more points remaining. They can close out this second set and take a 2-1 set advantage. See what happens. Another point scored by Miami Trace, 23-16. Looks like Jackson, the ladies are losing a little focus here. Number 14 serving for Miami Trace. Oh, nice placement. Number 9 puts it where Miami Trace is not. It's 23-17. Trying to make this comeback here. Number 2 serving. Just over the net, and it's out. So it's let me take that point up. It's a 23-18 lead. 2 serving again. Oh, touch the net. (23-19). We've got another timeout, so a minute timeout. We have 3 cameras set up today. 2 of them are stationary. The other one is movable, but I've not really been moving it much because I've been attempting to keep the score on the score bug up to date so that it's much easier for you to see, where we are in the scoring. Sometimes you can actually pick up the scoreboard. If you look at this shot right now, you can see the scoreboard for Miami Trace in the background, and that reflects the score, but it's small, so it's sometimes harder to actually pick that up, and so we try to keep the score bug accurate so that you know where we are, because it moves quickly. Blocked. Here's a comeback by Jackson. They're within 3, 23-20. Point by Miami Trace. They're 1 point away from taking this third set. This is set point. They have a 4-point lead. Number 20 coming back in the lineup, front row. She's right there in dead center. Number 23 for Miami Trace serving. They want this to be good. And, point for Miami Trace. They closed this third set out 25-20, much closer than the last set that they won, but still, Miami Trace now has a 2-1 lead in this 3 sets that they've played so far. So let's clear out the score, reset the score, and indicate Miami Trace with 2, Jackson with 1. At the end of the third quarter, we've got 3 minutes once again between the sets. This is the second time that we've been into Trace Gym. The first time was the Greenview Miami Trace game, which Miami Trace won that game. They won it, I think, 4 sets to 1. But I was mentioning earlier in the broadcast that Greenview played a Fairbanks team. They were at the time 10-1. They beat Greenview quite handily, and they're now 11-1. That's by far the best girls volleyball team I have seen so far as the broadcast that we've done. We didn't get audio because we had a problem with the board. We had to replace it. But you can go back and you can catch that action, Greenview and Fairbanks. That was Tuesday night here on Campus Nation. We do have the video, and for the most part, we had the score bug working that game. But go back and watch that Fairbanks team because they are excellent. Where, oh where, is Joe Davis? Volleyball referee extraordinaire. Joe Davis will be with us this Friday night when Triad comes in to play Greenview. Speaking of another great football game, we did a fantastic game from Rough Rider Stadium. It was won by the Rough Riders by a point against Greenview last Friday night. Fantastic game. And we also had Cody Snyder in to pair with Joe Davis. They did an excellent job of, and Cody works here at Miami Trace. He is a head coach as far as baseball at Cedarville, and he is on our Campus Nation broadcast crew. Did an excellent job with Joe Davis. We hope to have him back doing some other football broadcasts with us. But by far one of the better broadcasts that we've had in several years, paired up there from Rough Rider Stadium there in West Jefferson, Greenview and West Jeff. All right, going to reset the score, 0-0. We're in this third set, and it's going, or fourth set. It's going to start with a serve by number 23 of Miami Trace. Into the net. 1-0 Jackson. Good block, good block. But the block was out of bounds by Jackson, so Miami Trace gets the point, 1-1 in this fourth set. Nice point by Jackson. Spun off one of the Miami Trace players. It's 2-1 Jackson. Once again, you have to win the best of 5. That can be, obviously, at this point, now that we're 2-1 Miami Trace. Trace can put it away if they win this set in the fourth set. Too many times. Miami Trace gets the point. Two to 2 in this set. Number 12 will be serving for Miami Trace. Good block, but Trace keeps it alive and it's out. Good attempt there, 3-2. Jackson in the lead. Jackson will be serving now. Number 22 for Jackson serving. Attempted block, but it's underneath. So it'll be 4-2. Jackson with a 2-point lead here in this fourth set. They have to have this set or it's over. Five to two, Jackson in the lead. Number 22 again serving for Jackson. One of those unforced errors, 5-3, gives coaches gray hair. Number 20 serving for Miami Trace. Good serve. Kept alive by Jackson. They get it back over the net. Nice placement, but it's out. Jackson gets the point. 6-3, Jackson up by 3 here in this fourth set. They have to have this set to stay in this match. Good serve. 7-3, Jackson in the lead. They can feel the pressure, and of course the pressure is on Jackson because they cannot afford to lose this set. They'll lose the match. Good save by Miami Trace. She lifted the ball, 2 hits. All right, 7-4. Miami Trace will be serving. Rick Phillips for Campus Nation, the Internet Sports Authority. It's in. Oh, I thought it touched the line. So they give that to Jackson. 8-4, Jackson in the lead. Nice block by Jackson. Hit back out of bounds by Miami Trace. Jackson now 9-4. Got a timeout, Miami Trace. They want to talk this over. They don't like the way this game is going. They would like to close it out in this fourth set. It's not heading their direction. No college football this Saturday. We have reshuffled our lineup. We were supposed to be in West Virginia, of all places, this Saturday for a Hocking game. It was at a neutral site, obviously, in West Virginia, because Hocking is in Ohio. But they were playing a team from South Carolina, so this was sort of a halfway point. The game is still going on, don't get me wrong, but we decided that we were going to make a change and a substitution for that game, so there is no game this Saturday, but instead we have substituted one of our club sport game, matches between Ohio State and Pittsburgh, which will take place, I believe, on the 23rd. So that is the replacement for this Saturday's game, which will not occur. There'll be no Saturday football on Campus Nation, but of course we've got that Triad Greenview game that will be on Campus Nation this Friday night with Joe Davis and whoever. Number 21 is serving for Jackson. Nice kill, nice kill. Saw that ball coming at you, didn't you? So it's 9-5. Going to be a substitution. I'm starting to pick up these signals that the refs, and I try to get some help from Joe Davis since he does actually train volleyball refs. He knows volleyball. Little dink, and it falls. 10-5. Jackson has doubled up again on Miami Trace. They've got a 5-point lead, 10-5. That ball's out. It's long. Trace will be serving. 10-6 is the score right now. Miami Trace trailing by 4. Jackson in the driver's seat so far in this fourth set of play. There's the serve. Out. 11-6. That was pretty obvious. That was going to be long. Too hard to hit. Number 14 will be serving for Jackson. Trace trying to put it away, but Jackson recovers. Ball back over to Trace. Good put away. Good put away by Miami Trace. 11-7. Trace will be serving. Number 11 doing the serving for Miami Trace. Trace gets that point. 11-8. They're starting to creep back into this fourth set. They want to win this and just send Jackson back to packing them back. Oh, one of the girls for Jackson ran into another girl, and that caused a slight collision there. So it's 11-9. Miami Trace will be serving. Guess they're wiping up some excess perspiration on the floor since one of the girls actually hit the floor. But everybody looks like they're okay. Number 11 for Miami Trace going to be serving. Nice serve. Oh, 12-9. Jackson continuing to maintain a little bit of distance between them and the Panthers. Served by number 16 for Jackson. Nice hit, nice hit. Number 20 slams it to the floor for Miami Trace. 12-10. Trace hanging around. They're trying to stay within striking distance here. Point for Trace. They've pulled within one, 12-11. Trying to put some additional pressure on Jackson because Jackson has to win. Very low serve, very good serve. And a put away by number 22. Once again, one of those trees for Jackson. They've got some tall girls on this team. Looks like they're going to have a very competitive girls basketball team if these girls are playing basketball for Jackson. And it's out. So Miami Trace once again within one, 13-12. Girls are trying to stay within striking distance. Brief intermission while they had to run out of the gym and down the lobby floor to retrieve the ball. Ref's questioning something. I'm not sure exactly what. She was talking with the Jackson team. Number 20. Serving for Miami Trace. Oh. 14-12. 2-point cushion for Jackson. Rick Phillips for CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. Number 11 for Jackson serving. Out of bounds, that point. Once again, Miami Trace, 14-13, a slight 1-point lead for Jackson. As I've said, they have to win this set to stay in this match. Nice kill. 15-13. Good job by Jackson. And I've said throughout the match here, the Jackson girls have a slight height advantage over the Miami Trace girls. Good block by Jackson. Miami Trace will try it again. This time the ball Oh, good save. Jackson still has the ball, and it's over. Miami Trace will be playing it now. Good block by Jackson again. Trace trying to get it over, and it's good. Hits the corner. Let me make sure I get the score right. It's 15-14. Jackson leads Miami Trace by 1 point. Miami Trace will be serving. They want to tie this game up right here. Bad serve. Once again, that let up, 16-14. Jackson will be serving number 2. Good block by Jackson. Miami Trace keeping it alive, but it's out of bounds. 17-14, a little bit of a cushion now for Jackson. They've got a 3-point advantage. Oh, down. 17-15. The young lady that's down for Jackson on the floor, we're just trying to see whether she's injured. She seems to be okay. They might put someone in. She looks like, I'm not sure whether she had the wind knocked out of her, but she seems a little ginger on one of the legs. So they just want to make sure she's okay before we continue. Not sure whether she actually slipped. Miami Trace will be serving. They trail 17-15. Number 23 for Trace serving. Good spin. Back to trying to knock me out here. 17-16, Trace within 1. We've got a timeout again. Looks like Jackson wants to talk this over. Need a little bit of a rest. I want to remind you, once again, this Friday, we have Friday high school football. Triad comes in to play Greenview. That will be at Greenview. The game will start on Campus Nation at 6:30. Kickoff is at 7. Joe Davis will be one of the individuals in the booth besides myself. I don't know whether I'll be doing color or play-by-play. Probably neither. If we can bring back some of our talent that we have here from Miami Trace in the form of Cody Snyder, we'd like to see Cody come back and do this game with Joe Davis on Friday. So I think they're asking, or the question that they're asking is, can the player that went out because of injury, can she come back in to start this? So I don't know whether they're talking about who they're substituting or what's happening, but they are talking with the scores table, I guess, to make sure that, and this is number 23, I think, that's coming back in. I don't know the actual regulations or rules as far as someone that was substituted for injury, but I didn't actually think that she ever left the match. Miami Trace will be serving. They trail by 1 point, 17-16 here. They've been hanging around all set. Miami Trace has tied it up here, 17 all. Number 23 continuing to serve for Miami Trace. She keeps it low to the net. I like that serve. Miami Trace gets the point. 18-17. This is the first time, I believe, at least since the beginning of this set, that Trace has had a lead. They lead by 1, 18-17 now. once again, if they close this out, they can close this out, and Miami Trace will win this game. Tied up again, 18 all. Jackson with the point. I could hear the fans behind me. They were cringing with the fact that Trace lost that point. 18 all, fourth set. We're tied up 18 all, and that's a bad serve. Once again, she literally took her eye off the serve. And that has to hurt, particularly because, once again, Trace now has the lead, 19-18. Better make sure I've got this right. 19-18 Miami Trace. And who are they giving the point to? Trace acted like they got the point. I guess they did. 20-18. We're 5 points away from this game going to Miami Trace. We're in the fourth set. Trace leads 2-1. They just need one more set to close it out. That is they've kept it alive, and they actually keep great save by Jackson. But it still results in a ball coming over here toward me again. 21-18. Trace in this lead. They're 4 points away from closing it out. There's your serve. Good kill. 22-18. We got another timeout by Jackson. Got to talk this over. Got to figure out how they're going to get back into this match. Trace right now 3 points away from closing it out. They would win 3-1, which would be that best of 5 that we're talking about with 3 sets. All they need are 3 more points to make that happen. This has been a hard-fought battle. No one has run away with any of the sets other than that second set by Miami Trace when they won by a considerable margin. Everything else has been very close. These girls have been playing their hearts out. Once again, you're always feeling that it's too bad that someone has to lose, but that's just the name of the game. Trace keeping it alive, and the kill. And it was inbounds, 23-18. Trace can smell it now. Number 11 serving for Trace. Another point for Trace. They are set point, match point, 24-18. And that's the game. That's the match. That's the win for Miami Trace.